say you love me, don't you lie. Don't cross my heart, don't wanna die.
Hey guys, how's it going? Spinosaurus the King here, and in this video, I'm going to be joined by a special guest. Go ahead, bro. Introduce
Uh,
yourself.
hey guys, I'm JJ, and I'm the manga artist and the author of the comic series Gondwa, and I'll be joining Spinosaurus the King in this
For
discussion.
sure. But anyways, guys, definitely go check out, again, like, he's very famous when it comes to, like, making very cool comic art, known as Gonwa. I recommend checking it out. I'll put a link to his Instagram, so you can check out the Gonwa there. Unless, do you post Gonwa on YouTube or just your Instagram? Just your Instagram, right?
I just posted on my Instagram. I only posted like 11 chapters. I'm working on the 12th chapter right now.
True, true. But anyways, guys, definitely go check it out. I think Gauntlet is a great series, and he even included my OC the what's it called, the JB3 Spinosaurus with
Yep.
spikes, aka Spinosaurus King. So it is cool that he included that. And plus, he also included some other cool things as well. So yeah, definitely go check it out. But anyways, guys, so this video is gonna be very different. I've never actually done this kind of video before because this was originally JJ Rex's idea, and at first I was kind of confused with what he was trying to explain. Like at first I was a little bit annoyed, thinking that he was trying to say that um, like the Ingen Rex could beat the camp raised Spinosaurus, aka the adult Spinosaurus. But then when he started explaining it more to me, what he's trying to say is that there could be a full potential Ingen Rex. And what he means by that, because if we look at the Spinosaurus in the Jurassic Park franchise, it's like, you know, a billion times stronger than the real life Spinosaurus, as we all know, right?
Yeah.
So
I,
what JJ Rex was trying to say here, guys, so do not give him hate, because again, it makes sense, and it's a really cool theory too. So if we look at the Indirexes in the franchise, they are quite skinny. They're both the
yeah.
same strength or weaker
They're
than
not
the
as bulky as like the real life animals that we know. So
exactly, yeah.
I know more about the paleontology side of things and the more scientifically accurate stuff, while SDK knows more about the Jurassic Park side of things.
True,
So
true.
we're kind of
That's
like,
why, yeah.
yeah, we put the two and two together.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. That's why me and him are making this video together. Because again, with my Jurassic knowledge and his paleo knowledge together, this is like the kind of video that no one's ever made before, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna be talking about how strong would a full potential Injurex be, how big it would be, and why it would be the strongest dinosaur that franchise. It would outdo the Giga, the Indom, and the Spinosaurus. And there's reasons to back this up too. So,
Yeah.
as we know, the Injurex in the franchise is a little bit weaker than the real life.
I feel like I feel like I'd have to like explain to your guys
Of course,
the thought
yeah.
process that I had. Okay.
Yeah.
So I originally was thinking about like some things Goji Center said, because what he said in that video did play a part in it, because it
It's
really made
valid
me think
points,
some things. So,
for sure.
but when you look at the Tyrannosaurs in when it comes to mass and overall bulk, they were kind of like heavily underweight. And if you see like what John Hammond and Ingen has been feeding them, yeah, they don't have like enough calorie intake. So I'm thinking if you put these animals on a bulk and bulk them up to the exact amount that a healthy T-Rex in real life would have, how much stronger would they get?
Well, sure. I think I think what you're trying to like say with this is like, you know, how strong would, like, if they actually, like, you know, did an engine version of the Yakura Rex, there would be a massive difference then, obviously, because like the thing is, like, a lot of people have been arguing recently which Rex is stronger, Rexy, like, you know, Rexy Big Edie, or something like Sue or Scotty, or you know, like the real life T-Rex. So like, based off the Jurassic franchise, the T-Rex is a pussy. I'm not saying that because
Yeah.
like I don't like T-Rex. I'm just saying it's always losing fights. It even struggled to a Tarbosaurus. So based off that alone, it just shows that they're really just nerfing the Rex. Like, they're showing it really underweight. They're showing it losing fights to basically everything that's the same size,
Yeah.
bigger. And the Rex in real life is known to win most of the fights, if not all the fights, when it comes to a carnivore the same size of it, you know?
I feel like my paleontological side would have to kick in here, since these people
Of course,
would
yeah.
need full context on exactly what kind of animal Tyrannosaurus-Rex was. So,
True.
Tyrannosaurus-Rex was a large apex predator from North America 66 million years ago. They could reach sizes up to 43 feet in length and almost pushing the scale to 10 to 12 tons. So this was already like a massive animal.
That's true, yeah.
some of the most OP, most fucking broken senses in nature. Greatest sense of sight, hearing, smell. They have soft padding under their feet because we have fossilized track waves of
For
Tyrannosaurs.
sure.
So we know that they're able to move silently when stalking prey. So
That is
you
true.
wouldn't even know the Rex was there until it was too late.
True.
And we have
Now, again, recently,
fossil,
yeah.
yeah, we
Sorry,
have
go ahead.
fossil evidence that these animals got into very violent fights with its prey because it
That is true.
hunted some of the most dangerous things ever. So by blood, these animals were warriors.
That's 100% true too. And guys, going back to what I was trying to say here, so people don't take this the wrong way and start hating on me again. What I'm trying to say is that the Indirexes of the franchise, like all of them, Rexy, Biggity, Buck, they all look very skinny. They're always losing fights to other dinosaurs, and that's just because they're weak. Like some people tell me that they're stronger than the real life Rexes. I'm gonna be honest. I do think that is capped because again, as we know, the real life Rex is known to win most of, if not all, the fights it's got into. It's bulkier. It also has a much wider jaw, which gives it a stronger bite. So therefore, like sure in some cases, like an Ingen clone stronger. Like for example, the Ingen Spinosaurus would absolutely crush the real life Spinosaurus because it's more advanced. Well, it's kind of the opposite. It's kind of the opposite of that when it comes to the T-Rex. The T-Rex in real life is like, I don't care what anyone says, it weighs more than the Ingen Rexes because again, if you look at Biggie and Rexy, their rib cages are showing, and they're constant fights. If you look at the accurate Rex, there's no rib cage at all. They're much more bulkier looking with bigger teeth and also way more with wider jaws. And they also appear to be like, have better, like maybe not smarter, but I'm sure they at least have better battle IQ for sure.
Yeah,
because
they have definitely more battle experience because of their like growth stages. They
100%.
They don't reach full adulthood until like 20 years of age. So they have like 20 years of experience back in the back of their belt as soon as they reach adulthood. And before anyone types some bullshit in the comments out of outrage, this is an animal whose bite force is so strong it almost broke the fucking chart.
That is true, 100%. But the thing is, so now we get to the next part. How strong would an Ingen version of an Acrorex be? Holy shit, it would be insane. It would be, again, so picture this. We know T-Rex in real life is about, how big is T-Rex currently in real life? 13 or 14?
Okay. The biggest specimen that we know of
so far,
is estimated with a maximum weight of like 12 tons, I believe.
And he's 43 feet in length?
Yeah.
Okay, so 43 feet is 13 point, what was that? I think it's like 13.3 or 13.2 meters. So over 13 meters in length. So, but picture this. So Spinosaurus in real life is, about 15 to 60 meters. And then we look at the Ingen one, it's about 18 to 20 meters. And it's obviously a lot more bulkier. So picture that they did something similar to the Spinosaurus with the Rex. They took a real life Rex and made it so much stronger than the real life Rex, like way stronger to the point where it no diffs the real life Rex. If we take that into consideration to what they did with the Spino, like again, we know the Spinosaurus in the franchise is like an amalgamation. What I guess I'm trying to say here is, what if they did like an amalgamation with the real life T-Rex?
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, I know that the Acro Rex in the franchise looks kind of like the one we see in the Dominion prologue. That's why this video is kind of like a what if. Like, what if the actual, real life Tyrannosaurus Rex was the Paleo Acro Rex in the Jurassic version? They took that and made an Ingen version of that, and it was like an amalgamation where it looks like different than that Rex that's even stronger. Like, if they did that, then it would be the strongest dinosaur in the franchise by far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly. And again, this is more proof that I will admit when the Spinosaurus loses. So all the people out there that still say that I'm in denial, you're fucking retarded. I'm sorry. I'm JJ. I'm sure you agree with that too. Like all you people out there that still
this is we're probably pissing off half of our entire fandom with this.
True. But here's the thing, like again, JJ, don't ever let haters get you down. The reason why people will hate on you and me is because they can't accept the facts and they're just in denial,
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people out there that are still saying the Ingen Rex is stronger than the Acro Rex, are saying that the Ingen Spinosaurus was not 18 meters of capitation and would lose to like the Indominus Rex. People like that are just in denial at this point, man. Don't listen to them. Do not listen to them.
Yeah.
Because again, me and you both know that's false, and it's proven false within the canon lore of Jurassic,
Uh-huh. Now
like sure people argue. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. You're just gonna finish something?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, sure, people could say that the Acro-Rex doesn't exist in the Jurassic franchise because, again, like, obviously the one in the prologue was just Rexy with feathers. Okay, sure, but, like, this video is like, what if there's still, like, what if there was the Acro-Rex in the Jurassic version, and then they made an Ingen version of that? That's what this video is trying to be about, right? So
Yeah. About the prologue Rex, I know a lot of people are gonna bring that up and how
True.
slim Rexy was even in the prologue.
True.
Although it's likely that either A, she's malnourished, or B, she's really in her elder days and isn't in her prime. So I'd probably give that a pass.
It's possible, yeah. Or maybe that's just how a female Rex could look. Maybe the male Rex that's acting in the franchise could look like the real life one. That's possible too.
Yeah, even though we have no fossil evidence that we have sexual dimorphism like that. But anyway.
Sure. No, like, well, I mean, like, obviously not in real life. I mean, the Jurassic
Yeah.
Park.
In the Jurassic Park series, yeah, that could be possible.
True. But I guess, so basically what we're trying to say here is that if something similar happened to, like, because, like, here's the thing. In real life, the Tyrannosaurus-Rex would beat the Spinosaurus with, I think, low difficulty, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like, low difficulty.
We're not trying to say the Spinosaurus in real life is weak. No, absolutely not. They could still absolutely defend themselves. It's just that Tyrannosaurus was just, in real life, was just in a whole nother league of power.
Exactly, yeah. And then obviously with the Spinosaurus, it got reconstructed. Like, again, like, but for sure back in the day, it used to be 18 meters and 20 tons in real life, and it was like the strongest predator by far. But again, that got debunked in 2014.
Yeah.
And now Spinosaurus is like, it's still strong, sure, but it's nowhere near as strong as we thought it is, which is fine. As you know, sometimes animals get reconstructed. That's how the real animal looks. That's just how it is, right? So.
And we still appreciate the Spinosaurus in real life as it is, because
of course, that's real life.
It's a unique animal that adapted to a different lifestyle.
True. Yeah, that is true. But basically, yeah, so, like, if a similar thing happened to, like, where the Acro-Rex in the franchise looked like the Acro-Rex we have in this real world today, and they did an amalgamation clone of it, and, like, within Biosyn, similar to what they did with the Spinosaurus, then the same logic would apply, that the Rex in the franchise would low diff the Spinosaurus if that was the case, you know?
Yeah.
And again, people that are on my side here, before you guys get confused, nothing here changes. The CC sponsor still no diffs Big Edie. It no diffs the accurate Rex that we have right now, and it also no diffs Rexy. But what we're trying to say here is that it would lose to a Biosyn amalgamation clone of the accurate Rex. So that's what me and JJ are trying to say.
Yeah,
here, for sure.
And now,
yeah.
Okay, and now comes the difficult part. How the hell are we gonna power scale this thing?
Bro, like I know this is the scary thing. So I think in real life a T-Rex had a bite force that could crush a car, right?
Yeah, about like 52,000 newtons.
Okay, so the full potential amalgamation Biosyn Rex, holy shit, I think its bite force would be so strong. It could probably crush a tank. I'm not even kidding you. It would be insane.
Yeah.
And the size of it too, I predict it would be at least 20 meters or longer, at least, if it's like, you know, because we know T-Rex in real life was bigger. It was the biggest carnivore they ever walked through. That they ever walked through in real life, you know. Like, sure, Spinosaurus used to be, but now, based off the new fossils, I'm pretty sure T-Rex is now confirmed to be the biggest carnivorous dinosaur that ever walked through the earth, right?
Spinosaurus still wins in overall length and height, but when it comes to sheer mass, yeah, T-Rex takes that one.
Sure. And wasn't the rumors that was saying T-Rex might even be 15 years, but that's still it's still not fully confirmed. That's just
that's just like an estimate for like the biggest one a T-Rex could possibly get.
True. And if that was the case, then for sure it would probably be the biggest in length too in real life, or at least tie with the Spino, because I think Spino in real life is 15 years in real life.
Be on par.
Yeah,
in length,
for sure. But yeah, but here's the imagine like they remade the Indominus-Rex but used full potential like Rex DNA in there. Holy shit, the Indominus-Rex would be Godzilla at that point, man.
The Indominus was already a menace in the Jurassic World movie. Jesus Christ.
True. So imagine but the thing is, I can guarantee the Indominus-Rex was not made with the full potential. It was made with like a Rexy kind of DNA, you know?
Yeah.
Because also the Indominus-Rex didn't look that bulky. It was malnourished. It wasn't that big. So if they used a Biosyn amalgamation Rex in there, oh my god, it would be insane.
Yeah.
For sure. But again, this video is to prove again, like, you know, JJ Rex still admits that like the Jurassic Park 3 adult Spinosaurus still would no diff like just a scientific accurate Rex or Rexy. But
Or an
or
accurate Rex? Okay, wait. Let me think about this for a bit.
maybe low diff for the Acrorex and then no diff for
Uh,
Rexy.
okay. Okay. Buck. You know the bull like in Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
wait.
same size as Buck.
Okay,
Yeah.
if there was like an accurate Rex, like the fight could go a bit differently. But yeah, the Spino could pull through, although
Oh
it would
no,
be like
no,
a little
bro.
bit more difficult.
I think what I'm talking. I'm not talking about one from J. I'm talking about the
Oh
Camperdaceous
yeah,
one, bro.
Camp
Yeah.
Cretaceous. Okay, yeah. Then
Like, here's
yeah.
the thing. Obviously, the JP3 Spinosaurus still like the one from JP3, the Summit one still would beat the Acrorex, but it would be with like high to extreme high diff. If that was really
Yeah.
it's a Spino. But if we're talking about like the fucking massive like kaiju size one from Camperdaceous, then probably I would say low diff then at the most.
Yeah.
Just because that one, because again, we got to keep in mind here, the Spino and Camperdaceous got a massive size left compared to JP3, right? So, because
Yeah.
in Jurassic Park 3, he was about 13 to 15 meters, while in Camperdaceous, he was like 18 to 20 meters. So that's a huge difference, right? So,
Yeah.
for sure. But I guarantee you that the Acrorex still would put up a better fight than any of the Indorexes or
Yeah,
Spinosaurs. That's
absolutely.
Yep, for sure. Honestly, the Acrorex versus Indominus-Rex, that would be a crazy ass fight. I think that would be a 50-50 to be honest. Because again,
Yeah.
the fully grown Indominus-Rex, it would high diff Jurassic Dominion Rex, and it would extreme high diff Big Edie. So, and we know that the Acrorex is a little bit stronger than Big Edie, right? So based off that, I think either one of them would extreme diff or it's a tie, man. To be honest.
Yeah. Although, good luck for the Indominus trying to tip over that thing.
True, because again, if it weighs 10 to 12 tons, the Indominus-Rex fully grown weighs about 8 to 10 tons max. And again, this thing is less in length than Indominus, still weighs more, so therefore that just shows how much stronger it is
Yeah.
in mass and bite force.
Yeah.
And picture this too: the Indominus-Rex was a very late subadult in Jurassic World. She was covered in blood by the weakest Rexy in the franchise. So if she got that much blood from an weak version of Rexy, picture what an Acrorex would
Yeah.
do her.
An animal that is strong enough to literally pull off the head of a Triceratops from the body. Do you even know how much strength you would need to tear off all the muscles on a Triceratops neck to pull it off with just your jaws?
Yeah, bro, that's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
This
definitely
animal is no joke.
for sure. But it definitely is a close fight. I mean, like, who knows? Maybe this thing could even beat the Indominus-Rex, to be honest. Not easy, obviously, but I think it could possibly pull it off.
Yeah.
But just barely. If it wins, it's going to be probably extreme high diff, because the Indominus-Rex has all these abilities and shit, right? So
Yeah.
But bro,
Indominus-Rex just has fucking hacks.
Yeah, exactly. True. But if we're talking about like the full potential, like Ingen version, well, I guess not Ingen, Biosyn version of an Acrorex, that thing it would note if the Indominus-Rex.
Yeah, just pack it up, buddy.
it would be a note if then. It would low diff the CC Spinosaurus and it would note if everything else.
Yeah.
And then the Ultimasaurus,
Yeah.
bro, this thing would even beat the Ultimasaurus, I'm telling you. But just barely.
That might be jumping the shark, but oh yeah, at the same time they could tear off a Triceratops head, but that might be jumping the shark, so
it's a close.
I'm being cautious about that one.
Yeah, actually, maybe a 50-50 or one of them extreme diffs, because again, the Ultimasaurus also low diffs the Camperdaceous Spinosaurus, because the Ultimasaurus is about 21 to 25 meters from what I heard. And again, it also has all these abilities, but at the same time, we got to keep in mind here, the Biosyn amalgamation Rex would also load if the CC Spinosaurus. That's why my point is they both beat the Camperdaceous Spinosaurus with the same difficulty, which makes it an even fight for those two, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So whoever wins, maybe it's even a 50-50 to be honest. Like, I get like the bite versus strength goes to the Rex, and then of course the weapons, and the weapons would go, and armor would definitely go to the Ultimasaurus.
Yeah. Although of course this Rex wouldn't be invincible. Obviously, of course there are things that it can't beat, like the Mosasaurus. Even though the Mosasaurus is it's fucking. The Mosasaurus in the franchise is just god at that point.
For sure.
And as for sauropods, I'm not sure.
Well, definitely none of them appear in the Jurassic franchise, because again, the sauropods are very weak in the Jurassic franchise. Like, for God's sake, they showed a little Scorpius Rex one-shotting a Brachiosaurus, man. Yeah. So the sauropods are definitely.
Although in real life, Tyrannosaurs weren't as built for hunting sauropods. They were only hunting like the large armed dinosaurs, like Ankylosaurs, Hadrosaurs, and Ceratopsians, which could
True,
put
true.
up a fight. For sauropods, you would need actual strategy, which is what Giganotosaurus was more built for. So,
Yeah, that's true. But again, that's the sauropods in real life. The sauropods in the Jurassic ranges are heavily nerfed.
yeah. Although, yeah, a T-Rex could take its chance against, like, a juvenile or weak Alamosaurus, but that would be on very, very rare cases.
That's true.
So, I'm gonna be cautious
Yeah, but that's the thing.
on
Like,
that.
again, like that's the part that's when it comes to Ankylosaurus, T Rex, and the long necks and the Jurassic ranges, man, they're heavily nerfed. For God's sakes, they show Toro surviving an Ankylosaurus hit, the Indominus-Rex taking the hit from an Ankylosaurus. They show the Indominus-Rex taking out a massive Apatosaurus pack. They show the Brachiosaurus being weak. Like, unfortunately, the long necks are just nerfed in the Jurassic ranges. That's just so unrealistic. Usually, long necks will never have any worries to any carnivore dinosaur. You know?
Yeah.
For sure. But again, obviously, but in real life, the long necks were extremely powerful, and none of the carnivores would ever go for a full size one unless they're in a pack or something, or like a massive pack.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, but like overall, the full potential Biosyn amalgamation Rex, it would be insane. Like if the same thing happened to like what happened to the Spinosaurus, then yeah, this thing would definitely it wouldn't be invincible. Obviously, like obviously the Mosasaurus from Jurassic World could beat it. Maybe the D-Rex could beat it depending on how strong the D-Rex is, because again, there's different size estimates of the D-Rex. So, you know, if the D-Rex
Fucking
is
beluga face D-Rex.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But again, there is one size chart that lists it at like 12 meters tall and 40 meters long. So if that's true, then of course it would beat this full potential Rex. But there's another size chart that listed it at 8 meters tall and about, I think, like 18 to 20 meters long. If that's the case, that I think that the full potential Rex would beat that version of the D-Rex. But again, if the D-Rex really is 12 meters tall and 40 meters long, then that thing would, the only thing that could beat it then is the Fallen Kingdom Mosasaurus.
Yeah. Although, to finish off this thing, we should probably talk about that new Rex in Rebirth.
Sure. Oh yeah, so the new Rex and Rebirth again, it definitely appears to be more bulkier
Yeah,
than like Rex and
a
Beauty.
lot more bulkier. Although we're probably gonna need more like footage just to get a better look at this thing.
For
But
sure.
he is very promising.
It definitely looks bulkier now. Now, based off the footage, it doesn't appear to be like nearly as strong as like a full potential one that me and JJ are talking about. But if this thing comes closer than Big Eating Rex, I'm still satisfied. That at least we're getting something that comes closer. At least, you know.
Yeah. And this could be a stretch. This could piss off some fans, but he, if it is true, it could likely be on par with the Giga and the Spino in
It,
terms of strength.
It's possible because again, like, here's the thing: we know that the full potential Rex versus the Giga or Spinosaurus, that's not a fair fight for
Yeah.
you know, because again, it would low diff the Spino and it would no diff the Giga. So, but if we take one that's maybe half full potential, like maybe the one in Rebirth is like half full potential, then it could be on the same strength as the Spino and Giga to make it a fair fight.
Yeah. And
For
hopefully,
sure.
no more will the T-Rex be a punching bag.
Yeah, because again, I don't like it. Like, sure, the T-Rex can be overrated, but they shouldn't be making it a punching bag.
Yeah.
You know that.
I blame Jack Horner for that one fuck up in. Hold up, my bad. I blame Jack Horner for what he did in the Spino versus T-Rex fight for that.
True. Wait, can you hear me, bro? Or?
Yeah. For the whole using the T-Rex as a punching bag, I blame Jack Horner for that because the first time that happened was like in Jurassic Park 3. Although I'm not against the T-Rex losing, it's like how they executed it.
Well, I think that I mean, I guess he's the one who started the whole thing because ever since he made the Rex and Spinosaurus fight and the Rex lost, they've been doing it ever since the dinosaurs. So he's the one who definitely started that. I mean, like here's the thing, like it is cool that like he brought in some new dinosaurs and they look great and the Spinosaurus and all that. But I guess the way he executed it, saying like again, like I think they did a great job. But what he should have done instead is not said the T-Rex is a scavenger and just said that like, you know, based off. So because again, obviously we know
Or they could have had the T-Rex just like back off from the fight.
True. But I mean, back in 2001, they thought that's how the Acros monsters looked, and it was the biggest, strongest carnivore that ever walked the earth. But obviously now, with up to date evidence, that's not the case. So that's why they're saying now the Spinosaurus is like an amalgamation type of hybrid in the franchise, which is why it was stronger than the Rex. But obviously back then, again, what they should have done back then is like either showed the Rex not dying and just running away, or they could have maybe Instead of calling the Rex a scavenger, he could have just said that we made the Spinosaurus win because we want a new dinosaur that was bigger and badder than T-Rex, and based on the fossil evidence that we had at that time, the Spinosaurus appeared to be stronger, so which is why we did that. If he handled it that way, then it would have been better. But I guess the way he handled it by just saying the Rex is like a pussy and it's a scavenger, I think that's what he really like that's the part where
that's how you outrage a fandom.
True. Well, he definitely fucked up when he did that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he fucked up big time.
For sure, he shouldn't have said the Rex is a scavenger or said it was a win when that's not true. You know, like sure that there's things that could beat a Rex. I get that, but but the part that again, I think Jack Gordon is a cool guy with certain things. But when it comes to him saying the Rex is a scavenger, that's where I disagree with him strongly. Because again,
we literally have fossil evidence of predation.
Yeah, again, isn't there one fossil evidence of like a T-Rex tooth stuck inside a Triceratops skull, and
that fossil was like before Jurassic Park 3 came out, I think. So it was known that T-Rex was a hunter before Jurassic Park 3. So honestly, Jack Horner was just pushing his own agenda.
True. Yeah, so I guess he just did that because he hates the Rex, which is kind of toxic to do. He should have just, again, if you wanted to show like the Spinosaurus being the way it was back then, and showed it being the Rex, but didn't call the Rex a scavenger, then I guess that would have been more appropriate. But the way he handled it was toxic, I guess.
And the whole fight itself was just
for sure. Looking back at it now, like it's not as bad now, JJ, because again we know that the Spinosaurus in the franchise is like an amalgamation, while the Rex in the franchise is weaker than a real life Rex. So therefore, based off that, I'm sure that's calmed you down, right, bro?
Yeah,
because I'm telling you, bro, if the Acro-Rex is at full potential in the franchise and they do like a Biosyn clone of that, then that fight would have gone way differently in Jurassic Park 3. I guarantee you. For sure. Because here's the way I see it. If it's the subadult Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3, I think that Spinosaurus would probably either high or extreme high diff the current Acro-Rex we have right now, just because the Spinosaurus still has a good amount of advantage over. But it definitely would last longer than the bull, that's for sure. Way longer than the bull.
Yeah.
For sure. But and then of course, like if it's the what's it called again? If it's the full potential Rex, then that thing even beats the CZ Spinosaurus, man. If it's the full potential, as we all know. But I'm trying to think what else we could add to this video. Now with the Giga, even the Giga is not full, because again, the Giganosaurus in real life would mid-dip a Spinosaurus, so therefore, since the Spinosaurus would mid-dip this Giga, that means I would say, here's the way I see it, like the Spinosaurus is at full potential in the franchise or close to it. The Giga is at half potential, and the Rex is at like beyond no potential.
Yeah,
like seriously, they nerfed.
Though we don't have a lot to go off from the Giga since it didn't really do anything in Dominion to begin with.
Well, no, I'm just saying it based off the logic we're saying here.
Yeah.
Because again, like from what I heard, apparently, the Giganosaurus in real life versus Spinosaurus in real life, the Giga would win with mid diff. The Rex would beat the Giga in real life with high diff. The Rex would beat the Spinosaurus in real life with low diff. Is that accurate? Or? For sure, because the Giga definitely would put up a better fight. I think the Giga, like, if we're going by scientifically accurate dinosaurs, the Giga would put up a better fight than the Spinosaurus would to the Rex, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but not by a lot because of how, because of how bulky and how instinctively experienced Tyrannosaurs were in one-to-one combat.
Yeah, that really is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Like again, like when it comes to Gorgeous Tender, I do disagree with a lot of his videos, but I will say when it comes to him saying that the accurate Rex is stronger than the Rexy, I do agree with that, to be honest. Because again, there's a lot of evidence to prove that, to be honest, based on what me and you're talking about.
He was right on the fact saying that Ingen cooked up a bunch of lightweights. Yeah.
Yeah, like 100%. I do agree with that. Like, I think I strongly disagree with him when it comes to the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park. He gets all that information. Like, unfortunately, he nerfs the Spinosaurus. He likes to often nerf the JB3 Spinosaurus. But when it comes to the Acro-Rex, I think when it comes to the Kaiju stuff and the Acro-Rex or Rexy, that's usually when he gets his information right.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the Indominus or the Spinosaurus, he's completely false on that. Well, okay, he's not false on the Acro Spinosaurus. He's false on the Ingen one.
Yeah.
Biosyn one. Oh my god, I'm so used to calling it the Ingen one, but it's actually made by Biosyn.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, man, like this full potential Rex, it definitely would be, it would probably look like the Acro one, just a lot bigger. Obviously,
Yeah.
like, a lot more
It
bulkier,
would share
and
some traits more with the IRL Rex.
of course, like it would basically just be IRL Rex, but on steroids, like much bigger.
Yeah.
Which would obviously give it bigger strength. It would make it smarter, faster, better battle IQ, more aggressive, more dangerous, obviously. But I wouldn't say
More
it's
battle
pure evil.
experience. That's a massive one.
True. And it definitely, I wouldn't say it would be pure evil. It would probably just hunt for territory and
No,
food. Because T-Rex,
I think I'd want this animal to be treated like an actual animal.
yeah, true. Yeah, it would just hunt for food then, and then hunt for territory
Yeah.
or revenge.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, anyways, I'm sure after us explaining this video, people will understand what we mean. Obviously, there's going to be people that disagree with us and agree with us. So,
I'm pretty sure we probably pissed off, like, I don't know how many of your fans from this.
for sure. But anyways, guys, for people that are like who are true JP3 Spino fans like me, just like nothing changes. The Spinosaurus is still low. Like again, the Cambrian Spinosaurus would still low diff the Adel and Dom. It would still mid diff Zeb the Giga. It would still high diff the Prola Giga, and it would still no diff Rexy, no diff the Acro Rex, and it was still no diff Biggie. Nothing changes there. We're just talking about the Acro Rex
and like kind of explaining like why the Rexes aren't as strong or doesn't live up to the power that an actual T-Rex that we know of in real life has.
Yeah, like the Indirexes are even weaker than the real life ones because they're malnourished, and obviously the directors treat them like punching bags, which so therefore that's why the Rexes are just so like like basically a pussy at this point in the franchise. Like, and again, obviously,
hopefully Gareth Edwards can finally break the cycle.
100%, yeah, and as you said, bro, if this new Rex, like, here's the thing, I can guarantee this Rex won't be a full potential one, like we're saying, but I do think it has the potential to be a half potential one, meaning that it would be on par with the Giga and the Spino.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I'd still think that, like, honestly, bro, that's still better than nothing, if that's the case.
Yeah.
And hopefully one day, maybe in the next film or the film after that, they can consider the full potential one.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And I don't know if they're gonna pull off any rematches with this new stronger Rex. I don't have any like opinions, but if they're going to do so, do it respectfully and please have it be a one-on-one. The T-Rex needs to fight for this win because by blood, Tyrannosaurs are warriors. They fought for their wins. They fought for their kills when hunting.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, honestly, if they are going to show this Rex versus the Acrospinosaurus, then the Acrospinosaurus is not going to win. There's no way.
Yeah.
But
I want this to be an honorable win. Like just one-on-one, no interruptions, just an honorable win. And if the Spino dies, at least have it give an honorable defeat.
True. And at least this way that they're not ruining like the Jurassic 3 Spinosaurus, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because again, like when it comes to like Spinosaurus versus Rex, it really depends. Like if it's the Jurassic 3 like fully grown Spinosaurus, then obviously that would be every single Rex except for the full potential one.
Yeah.
And the half potential one, it could probably be 50-50 or one of them extreme diffs. But if it's the full potential one, then yeah, it stands no chance then.
Yeah. For
sure. But it's okay. I'm sure the true fans of us will understand what we're saying. We're just saying, guys, like since the Spinosaurus in real life was, the older one was debunked, and now it's it's not weak, but it's way weaker than what we thought, and it's way different. Like we used to think that it was a bipedal 20-ton, 18-meter-long monster that hunted both on land and water, but that got completely debunked in 2014.
Yeah.
And now Spinosaurus is known to hunt for only small dinosaurs or hunt for fish, and it can only defend itself to the smaller dinosaurs. It couldn't defend itself to things like a Giga or a T-Rex.
Yeah, and hopefully Gareth Edwards can hopefully live up to the power that the IRL T-Rex is known to have. For sure.
I mean, the best way to do this to please both fans is not ruining the Rex or ruining the Spinosaurus, and that includes the Acrospinosaurus, the JP3 Spinosaurus, or the Indirexes, or the new Rex. Like if they can make it everyone satisfied based off retcons, no plot armor, and do it right, then this could possibly potentially be, if not either the best or if not one of the best Jurassic films out there.
Yeah.
If they handle it right.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Because again, like I said, guys, when it comes to a Spinosaurus versus T-Rex rematch in the franchise, I have no problem with it as long as there's no plot armor and no retcons. They do it purely based on canon.
Have it an honorable one-on-one.
Exactly. For sure. And again, the winner depends. Like obviously, we know the winner depends on which Rex and which Spinosaurus fight, right? So
Yeah.
again, if it's the Camp Raised Spinosaurus, that's going to be every single Rex except for the full potential one.
Yeah. And if it's the full potential Rex, then
Then of course it'll win, obviously. Now, if it's the half potential Rex, I think it's a 50-50 then maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think what you're trying to say is like the half potential one, it would be on level with like the Giga and the Spinosaurus. Like it maybe if it's
Yeah.
the Giga, it's like a 50-50 with a Spino possibly.
Yeah. And if it was like full potential, then
Full
yeah.
potential, the Spinosaurus would
Make
again
peace with your maker.
for sure. Actually, guys, speaking of Gondo, I recommend checking out Gondo because again, there is a scene that shows like the full potential Biosyn Spinosaurus with the full potential Biosyn Rex, and it explains like how strong this Rex really is. And when you look at the size difference, like again,
okay, that T-Rex, I haven't really gone in depth into the story about him, but that dinosaur is going to play a major part in the lore for Spinosaurus the King's character. So in context,
yes,
Spinosaurus the King's character has PTSD from an incident when he tried to fight in a one-on-one against this T-Rex.
for sure.
Although this fight, he almost lost his life and was only allowed to live out of mercy. So he has PTSD and is in extreme fear ever since.
Exactly. And again, the guys, you can also clearly see in the Gonwa comic too. He says that like the sponsors of the king is the ruler of Sorna, and he beats every Rex. However, there's one specific Rex where he misjudged it and almost lost his life, and only lived out of mercy, right? So
Yeah.
something like that, right? For sure. So therefore, guys, don't hate on Jada. Don't say he's trying to make the Rex win because he hates the spines. No, he's just showing a full potential Biosyn Rex, and this is a win without any Potimer or Retcon. So don't worry, guys. It's all good.
Yeah.
For sure. But either way, I mean, like, do you guys also think it would be awesome to see a full potential or even half potential Biosyn amalgamation Rex that was made from an accurate Rex, but it was like amalgamation with like different like species in it to make it bigger and stronger? Do you guys think it would be cool to see that? Do you guys think that's possible to happen? I mean, I don't think obviously the one in Rebirth won't be like full potential, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it has a good chance to at least come closer than Rexy and Big Edie.
Yeah.
Based on how wide its jaw and body look, it looks more bulkier, bro. It really did.
Yeah.
So maybe it's possible that Gareth Edwards or someone who was working on the film saw people like me and you talk about it, and they considered it, and they somewhat used it in the film, which is awesome.
Yeah. I feel like they likely researched like the actual like specimens that we know of Tyrannosaurus-Rex, including the larger, more complete specimens. So they have like a lot more material to go off of now.
For sure. But anyways, I think we covered basically everything with this video. I mean, maybe at the most we can add a couple more things. I mean, what else do you think we missed on this video, bro? Just so people fully understand how we get this uploaded.
I don't think we really missed anything. Yeah.
That's true. For sure.
But yeah.
So yeah, again, to confirm the half potential, I feel like the half potential one would be everything, and the only and then the only thing it would tie with is like the Caesar's Monosaurus, and then of course the Ultimasaurus. Like basically things like Ultimasaurus and Warren would be the half potential one. And when it comes to the full potential one, the only things that would like guarantee be the full potential one is maybe the D-Rex or things like the
Mosasaur. Yeah.
Mosasaur guaranteed. D-Rex and Ultimasaurus is
Mosasaurus is just God. I don't know what Colin Trevorrow was smoking when he fucking made that thing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
Colin Trevorrow, what the fuck, bro? We're here for dinosaurs, not a fucking kaiju.
I know, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, to anyone watching, I hope y'all enjoyed the discussion. Hopefully, I didn't piss you guys too much.
All right, I'm back, bro. I was just quickly responding to something.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, guys, I think we covered basically everything. So JJ Rex, do you want to? Sorry to interrupt you. I got interrupted there by someone else.
So
go ahead. Say
to Spinosaurus the King's fans, thank you all for watching this discussion. Hopefully, I didn't piss you guys off too fast, too hard. If you did, please drop some your thoughts. I'd like to probably laugh at that, but
for sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, I think it's best before you start criticizing what me and him are saying. understand what we mean. We're not saying anything changes with like the Spinosaurus or Rex's strength. We're just talking about a full potential Rex that was made from an accurate Rex, but like a Biosyn version of it, which would be a lot stronger.
Yeah.
They basically, like, to sum it up short, so you guys understand, if the same thing happened to the Rex that happened to the JB3 Spinosaurus, then it would be it would be able to beat the Spinosaurus, the Giga and Dom. That's what we're trying to say here.
Yeah.
Just to make it more easy for people to understand, you know. So, but anyways, guys, until the next video, take care. And JD Rex, it was so great to finally collab again. I know we collabed once before, and I sadly lost the video, so it was great to collab with you again, bro.
I still have the archive of that one highlight on my channel.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Old memories, you know.
Yep.
One final message. To any of the fans watching now who may have been pissed off a little too much, if you drop some hateful and spiteful comments, me and SDK will both read them, and we will laugh at you for it. We're just letting you know now. That's all I have to say.
Before I end this video, I want to thank all my fans who are also my friends who continue watching my videos. You guys are the best. I appreciate all the support my fans are giving me. I love all my fans. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you're alerted for my next video on YouTube. Leave a like, post a friendly comment, and share my videos with everyone you know. I also hope you guys can consider joining my Patreon for amazing extra content and to support me. I have some amazing deals for extra content on my Patreon, so be sure to check it out. The link to my Patreon is in the description below. Each Patreon tier has a list of all the benefits you will receive if you join, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for extra content there as well. And until my next video, have a great day and take care, everyone.